Greetings and welcome to the channel. If this video has found you, it means that you're looking for something. And what you're seeking might not be easy to find, and you might not even be able to tell anybody what it is that you're looking for. And what it is that you're looking for is something real, something beyond mundane reality. Perhaps you've already found some success in your career, or perhaps you've even found a loving partner who helps you feel that love. But there's still something missing inside of you and you don't know how to find it. What you're looking for, only you can find. Nobody else can give it to you. You've got to seek it and find it for yourself. And although there are many who may be able to point you in the right direction, it is a journey in which you must look inside of yourself to find. Perhaps you're feeling empty inside. Perhaps you're feeling like there's a hole deep inside of you, and no matter what you do, you can't fill it. No matter what you do, whether it's finding that success, filling yourself with things or drugs or alcohol or anything external, no matter what it is, it's never going to fill that hole inside of you. The only way to find that wholeness is to start seeking. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. And why should you even listen to me? Why should you even hear what I have to say about finding wholeness, about feeling that complete happiness inside of you? To be completely honest, I haven't found monetary success, but what I have found is health. I found a loving partner, and I found something deeper. It's a connection to all that is, a connection to God, for lack of a better word. And I know inside myself, no matter what happens to me, I can connect with that happiness. I can connect with that love. I can connect with that self-fulfillment, no matter where I'm at. I used to be a drug addict. I used to be an insanely destructive alcoholic. I was seeking and searching through substances, experiences, to fill that hole inside myself. There was an emptiness inside. And perhaps you're feeling that emptiness right now. Perhaps you have the wonderful career. Perhaps you have all the money in the world that you could ever need to buy whatever you want, to go wherever you want in this life. But that hole is still going to remain unless you start this spiritual journey of which I'm speaking. It's not an easy journey. And it's something so intangible that you don't know you have it until you do. Finding God in your life, finding spirituality in your life is a process. And it's a non-linear process. It's not as if you go from point A to point B. The way to find it, the way to find it is through curiosity. What are you feeling drawn to right now that's going to help you feel complete? Perhaps you've been looking for so long that you don't even know how to begin. That's how I felt. It wasn't until I fell down to the bottom of the barrel, not just once, but many times. It wasn't until I confronted death. It wasn't until I witnessed and experienced horrible things that I decided, I have to figure this out. I have to find something that means something so much to me that I'm willing to live for it. And to be completely honest, there were a lot of times where I wanted to give up. There were a lot of times where I wanted to end my life. Because no matter what I did, no matter what I sought, nothing filled that hole within me. I had a lot of help along the way. I had a lot of support. I had a lot of people point me in the right direction. But it was something that I had to come to on my own, and that's what I'm here to tell you. If you're out there seeking, if you're out there feeling that emptiness, if you're out there yearning for something so deep and so real and so meaningful, This is where you start. You start with that inquiry. You start with an insatiable curiosity to understand what this life is, to find that meaning in your life, to find that thing that fills the hole inside of you that nothing else can fill. And I tell you, my friends, when you find that connection, when you find that meaning in your life, you can literally endure anything that comes across your path. And if you have found success, if you have found health, if you have found a partner, and you're still feeling that emptiness inside, this is your call to action right now. This is your call to turn inward and to get really, really truthful with yourself about the way that you're acting, about the thoughts that you have, about the behaviors that are keeping you stuck in this emptiness. This is your call to action right now, to even just take one moment and breathe and look inside yourself and ask, what is it that I really want? Many of us don't even know what we want, and that's why this is such a difficult thing to discuss, because the spiritual journey cannot be described in words. The Tao Te Ching says the true Tao cannot be spoken. And what that means is God is so much greater than anything that we could ever describe in our human language, whatever language it is. That whenever we try to describe it, it's only pointing in the direction of what it is, for it cannot be described in its entirety. It's something that has to be felt. It's something that has to be experienced. How do you experience something like that? You might say, but Kristian, you can't show me God. The priest can't show me God. The guru can't show me God. Well, maybe they can, maybe they can't. But the fact of the matter is, until you feel it within your own being, until you know truth in your own being, you're always going to be seeking. And that's not to say that there aren't struggles and challenges on the spiritual path, because there really are. The challenges are going to continue to test you. They're going to continue to arise for you to look at and to bring you deeper and deeper into your soul, into yourself. I know how much it sucks to suffer in this emptiness. I really do. But I'm here to tell you that you can and you will find that wholeness within you. You will find that meaning, that deep connection. We're all tired of the crap that we see on social media or YouTube, all the people shilling the answer, all the people telling you they have the answer. I'm not even here to tell you that I have the answer, because I don't. I've found something in my own life that helps me to feel that meaning, and that's why I'm here to talk to you today, is because I feel a profound calling to help others find that for themselves. I feel for you out there. If you're struggling, if you're suffering, if no matter what you do, you can't fill that hole within you, I've been there. But it is in fact possible. It requires a deep surrender. It requires a deep letting go. And it often requires some pain. If you're going through a dark night of the soul, if you're struggling so hard that you don't know if you're going to make it out, that's the opportunity right there. That's the opportunity. Once you hit such a deep, dark place, the only opportunity that's available to you is to find the light. And it is through deep suffering, it is through deep doubt, it is through deep questioning of our existence that we can find the light, that we can feel like we're connected to everything that exists, and that we are not here for some chaotic, meaningless purpose. We are here because we are created out of love, and we're here to love each other and help each other find our way. If this message speaks to you, I eagerly await to talk to you. and to help you through this dark night of the soul. My challenges, my suffering are going to look different than yours. But once you understand suffering, and once you understand that you are the one you've been looking for, you'll realize that you've been playing this game wrong all along. I struggled for many years seeking, desiring, wanting something to make me feel okay. And I had to go through a 10-year period of darkness, of challenge, of approaching death, even wanting death at times. And in the Bible, it says, God gives you what you can handle. And I think that's true. It is through these challenges and through this suffering that we ultimately come back to the realization that it's up to us to find that connection, and that, in fact, we are never separate. We only think that we're separate. It's an illusion to think that we are separate and to think that our life is meaningless, when in fact, to be alive is the greatest gift that you'll ever experience. And once you start to feel that within yourself, once you even get a glimmer of that, a tiny sliver of hope that there's something deeper going on here, there's some profound meaning to being alive, to being you, to being uniquely you, that you have gifts, you have something to offer this world, and you have the capacity to access deep happiness, deep self-love, and profound meaning in your own life. All you have to do is follow that. All you have to do is become curious, borderline obsessed with figuring out what it is. And that's the start of the path right there. And once you step on the path, there's no going back. Once you have a realization that you are all of this, you are love, you are meaningful, your life matters, there's no going back. Once you have that realization, it's not as if you can put it back in the box and go back to that mundane life, because that's what brought you there in the first place. The seeking and desiring for something deeper. My friends, it is possible. You can fill the hole inside of you, but it's never going to come from something external. It's always going to come from your own internal world. For some people, that path is meditation. For other people, it's a flow state. For some people, it's going to be yoga or a martial art or art in general. You've got to find your own path. You've got to find your own way to connect with that. I'm here to help point you in the right direction. I'm here to help guide you through that dark night of the soul, through the suffering, through the pain, and help you touch that part of you, that deepness inside of your heart that gives your life meaning. I'll leave a link down below so we can connect, and I hope we do.